here to go deeper into the truest part of me. And it's here in this place, I can see it on each face. Oh yes, here where we are, I can feel it in my heart. Oh yes, something wonderful is happening here today. Something wonderful is happening here in me. Oh, it's real, yes, it's true. It's my spirit shining through. Oh, yes, something wonderful is happening here today. La da da da, la da 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 da, la la da da da, la da 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 da. I've come here to remember who I truly am inside. And I've come here to release it. I no longer have to hide. Oh yes, here I can let go. I can let my feelings show. Oh yes, here in this place, I can show my spirit's face. Oh yes, something wonderful is happening here today. Something wonderful is happening here in me. Oh, it's real, yes it's true. It's my spirit shining through. Oh yes, something wonderful is happening here today. And the life I once knew, all the things I have been through, now I see, yes it's clear, every step has led me here. And it's here in this room that I'll find my deepest truth. Oh yes, here I just know that I'll find my spirit's home. Oh yes, something wonderful is happening here today. Something wonderful is happening here in me. Oh, it's real, yes it's true. It's my spirit shining through. Oh yes, something wonderful is happening here today. Oh yes, something wonderful is happening here today. And it's happening here in me. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Unity of Calgary. My name's Anthony, and the band and I would love it if you would sing along with us with this next song. You don't have to stand up. It's kind of a sit down and get centered song. And it's called God is Here in This Room. God is here in this room, and I am here too, and it's here that I feel and know, oh, that God knows who I am, and God understands what I've gone through to be here in this room. God by my side, with God as my guide, I let go and know deep inside, oh, that God is here in this room, and I am here too. And it's here that I feel and know, oh, that God knows who I am, and God understands what I've gone through to be here in this room. God by my side, with God as my guide, I let go and know deep inside, oh, that God is here in this room, and I am here too, and it's here that I feel that God knows who I am, and God understands what I've gone through to be here in this room, with God by my side, with God as my guide, I let go and know deep inside, oh, that God is here in this room, and I am here too. Okay, now we can stand up if you'd like, or you can remain seated or roll around, do the downward dog, sun salutation. All right. Though I have eyes, I am not what I see. Though I have ears, I am not what I hear. Though I have hands, I am not a human doing. I'm a spirit being in human form. Oh, I am spirit. I am spirit, I am spirit, wrapped in human form. Oh, I am spirit, I am spirit, and I exist beyond this human form. Though I have feet, I'm not where I have been. Though I have thoughts, I am not what I think. I may feel, I am not my feelings. I'm a spirit being in human form. Oh, I am spirit, I am spirit, I am spirit, wrapped in human form. Oh, I am spirit, I am spirit, and I exist beyond this human form. Oh, I am spirit, I am spirit, I am spirit, wrapped in human form. Oh, I am spirit, I am spirit, and I exist beyond this human form. I am spirit. I am spirit. I am spirit, wrapped in human form. Oh, I am spirit. I am spirit, and I exist beyond this human form. And I exist beyond this human form. And I exist beyond this human form.
Yes, we exist beyond this human form. So whenever you're feeling worried or troubled or disturbed, just know that's part of your human nature. And you can step out of it. You can step beyond. Simply by going to your heart and feeling the love and the peace that always exists there. Get out of your head and into your heart. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, all of you on YouTube and Facebook. I hope you're enjoying your morning coffee or tea. My name is Bob Elwood. I'm part of the spiritual leadership team here at Unity of Calgary, and I welcome you all. Let's begin with an affirmative prayer, shall we? So relax. Plant your feet on the ground. Feel connected to Mother Earth. And know that there is only one source, one light, one power, one presence throughout the universe. It pulses through Mother Earth. Feel that pulse coming up through your body. It pulses through you with every breath, every word, every thought, every feeling. That is the divine expressing, because we are all part of that source. We came from that source, and it is good, which means you are good, because you are an expression of that divine essence. Own that truth for yourself right here in this moment. Allow your goodness to emanate outwards. First, filling your body completely, and then allowing it to expand beyond your body to everyone else in the room. Even those sitting at home, you can reach out and touch them with your heart, with that good vibration. It goes out, and it continues to go out eternally. Become one with that goodness. Own the truth of your own divine spirit, knowing that it is there to support you every step of the way. You are never alone. Spirit is always with you. And so it is. Welcome to our Unity of Calgary online Sunday experience. Whether you're here live or you're watching online, just know that you are always welcome here at Unity of Calgary. We have an affirmative statement of being that we share each week. The reason we come here every Sunday. So please affirm it out loud with me right now. We are here as love to celebrate the one power, the one presence in our lives, in this community, and in the universe. That's us. That's you. That's me. Now we have our daily word. And our daily word reader today is someone who's never done it before. Woo-hoo! He's our very own drummer, Gavin Sorshan. Let's please welcome Gavin. Woo-hoo!
Can you hear me? Everybody hear me? Bob, what are you doing? How's everybody doing? Good. Don't worry about that. Is everybody all right? How are you people out there doing? Huh? How you doing? Can't hear you. How you doing? I still can't. No, I think I really can't hear you. Okay. I'll stop with all the jokes. You know, I've heard people reading the Daily Word, and it's great, you know, but as I listen to it sometimes, I feel like I don't really get it. So I'm going to do it a little bit slower, and I might repeat a couple phrases just for my own sake. So y'all can hear me out there, right? Okay, fabulous. So let's get into this. The Daily Word, kind of like Pee-wee's Playhouse, is comforted. Comforted. Kind of like the dog, right at this moment. He's really doing a lot to comfort me, you know what I'm saying? No, he's fine. I am enfolded in God's comforting peace. I am enfolded in God's comforting peace. I like to travel through life lightly with a happy heart. That's right. Can I get an amen? Glory to God, brother. But sometimes I am laid low by a seeming insurmountable obstacle or loss. So, sometimes I am laid low by a seemingly insurmountable obstacle or loss. I understand that painful periods visit everyone, meaning all of us. I mean, things hurt sometimes. Just try being a Ukrainian these days, you know what I mean? So we all hurt, you know? We all have pain, and that's okay. I think that's what that's trying to say. I understand that painful periods visit everyone occasionally. I open my feelings of sadness and sorrow and seek the comfort of God's presence in myself and in my loved ones. I seek the comfort of God's presence in myself, meaning that I guess I try to be good to myself, right? And in my loved ones. And thank God for that, I suppose, right? Thank God we have loved ones. I certainly covet those people in my life. As I become willing to embrace my feelings while I process my pain, meaning that I'm doing the work. Somebody else has hurt me, but I'm doing the work to get over it. They don't have to do anything for me. I'm doing it. You know, it's not them, it's me, right? As I become willing to embrace my feelings while I process my pain, I trust I will be comforted. I trust that I'll be comforted in myself through other people, because people are great, aren't they? Yeah. Pain has, I trust that I will be comforted. Pain has come to pass. God's love and strength remain, and I will be remain and will be with me always. So that means, you know, as long as I want to go down that path, I have a chance, you know? I have a chance of getting over that pain and finding more love and more understanding for people, because that's kind of what the world is full of, people. I'm grateful for the encouragement of friends and family. Their loving support comforts me, of course. Even when no one is by my side, I know I am not alone. Even when no one is by my side, I know I'm not alone. That's a nice feeling to have. I know I've felt that probably even recently. I find comfort in the Christ's presence within me. I move bravely through the pain, or at least as bravely as I can, understanding that I'm fallible. I move bravely through the pain, enfolded in the comforting peace of God. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. Matthew 5:4. Thank you.
Thank you, Gavin. Didn't he bring those words to life? All right, well done. And a little humor. Amazing what a little laugh will do for the spirit. Big Willie is happy to be here. Unity, the worldwide vision for unity, is a vision that we've taken on as our own here at Unity of Calgary. If these words resonate with you, please share them out loud with me right now. We envision a world powerfully transformed through the growing movement of shared spiritual awakening. And how we do that here at Unity of Calgary is through our mission statement. The whole community came together to come up with this statement, to guide us. All our decisions are based on, does it match our mission? Is it in alignment with our mission, whatever choices we're making? So let us please affirm our mission out loud together. We are a welcoming, vibrant, spiritual community that inspires hearts and transforms lives by expressing our divine essence. And isn't that so true? How many of you are part of the Divine Essence groups here at Unity of Calgary? Oh, look at all those hands. I love it. I am part of 2 groups, actually. And I see the power of the divine essence of each and every one of you. When we share in our Divine Essence group, there's a wisdom that is shared that allows me to see the world in a broader perspective. It teaches me. It helps guide me. And all people are doing is sharing their own life experience, what they've learned, what they're struggling with, how they're dealing with it, and it helps me to move forward in a clearer, more understanding and compassionate way. So expressing your divine essence is one of the greatest gifts you can give the world. Now we have some upcoming announcements. Next week, our community news. That's right, we're not calling them announcements anymore. It's our community news. So here in our community, next week we have Reverend Doug Craig. I am whole, perfect, and complete in all ways. Within us, there is a healing presence that is an innate and natural part of our well-being. In addition, we have our abilities to assist healing and managing our physical situations. All of this is greatly impacted by our attitude, both positive and negative. So I look forward to hearing Doug's views on that next week. Today at 2:30, we have our monthly movie matinee. And today, the movie is called Happy. It's a wonderful movie. I highly recommend it. They travel the world talking to people about what makes them happy. And it may not be what you imagine. There's some very basic things that can teach us all how to be happy right here, right now, no matter what is happening in our circumstances. So I highly recommend it. Come join us at 2:30 right here for the movie Happy. Pardon me? There is, thank you, Katie. Yes, there is a $10 love offering for the movie. March 13th, the second Sunday of March, we're going to have our potluck right after the service, right after the Sunday experience. Bring a friend and something wonderful to share, or bring your own lunch, if that's what you prefer. On March 20th, the third Sunday of March, we're going to have our book study again. We had a wonderful gathering last week with the book study, studying the book, The Law of Divine Compensation by Marianne Williamson. We were going to let it be the end, but everybody said, no, let's do it some more. So, okay, that's what we're going to do. On March 20th, we're going to have another discussion around the book, The Law of Divine Compensation, focusing on chapters 7, 8, and 9. So please come on out. It's wonderful discussions. It's like the Divine Essence group. It's the same thing. People expressing their own take on Marianne Williamson's thoughts and ideas. And of course, there's where to find us. And the best way to find us is through the newsletter. If you haven't signed up for the newsletter yet, you can go online at unityofcalgary.org and sign up for the newsletter, and you get one newsletter each week telling you all the community news that's going on here at Unity of Calgary. And now we have some more beautiful music by our wonderful band and their leader, Anthony Burbage. Let's please welcome Anthony and the Unity Band.
Just me. Just me and Willie. So a couple of weeks ago, Willie came with me. Nobody knew he was here. There's a dog over here sitting next to me. Willie's only like 4 months old. And so, yeah. The story is that when I was like 2, they took my dog away. That's my earliest memory, is I'm taking my dog away because I'm allergic to dogs. So having a dog is something I never imagined would happen. And so anyway, Lillian, my wife, insisted that we get this dog. He's a little Lhasa Apso. He's from Tibet originally. Well, he was born in Abbotsford, but his people are from Tibet.
His people, his peeps, his peeps.
And so yeah, he's supposed to be hypoallergenic, but the first 24 hours I was so sick. And then I started going to see this lady in Airdrie who does this bioresonance with the bioresonance machine, and it seems to be working. So anyway, hopefully he's going to be quiet. Last time he was so quiet, and nobody even knew he was here. So hopefully he will, if he does make any noise, hopefully he'll sing in tune. And this is a hymn for every light worker around the world, for every one of you whose voice has not been heard. This is a hymn to give you faith to rise above all the things we wish mankind had not become. This is a hymn to remind you to love. This is a hymn for every child living everywhere around the world, for each of you whose voice will someday soon be heard. This is a hymn to give you faith to heal mankind, to bring a love so bright its light won't be denied. This is a hymn and a prayer for your lives. Oh, we are the light of the world. Through acts of love, our voices will be heard. So let your light shine on all mankind, and may this hymn give you courage to shine. This is a hymn for every light worker around the world, for every one of you whose voice has not been heard. This is a hymn to give you faith to rise above all the things we wish mankind had not become. This is a hymn to remind you to love. This is a hymn to remind you to love. This is a hymn to remind you to love.
Beautiful. This is a hymn to remind you to love. We are the light of the world. It is our light that we allow to shine out that is going to heal this planet. So keep remembering that and keep letting your light shine. Keep loving. And now, our speaker, Reverend Monika Krammer, has been here before. She's spoken before. And what I enjoy most about Monika's teachings and her talks is that she speaks from the heart and she speaks from her own experience. She shares her divine essence with us. And I'm very much looking forward to hearing what Monika has to say about being kind to yourself. Let's please welcome Monika Krammer.
Okay, well, hello everybody. Good to see you all. Good morning. Thank you for the beautiful introduction. This month we are talking about self-compassion. I have to tell you, I had my talk all done up, my concepts in place, and then on Thursday morning I woke up with Russia invading Ukraine. You know, I found myself watching the news, hearing the major leaders of the world speak and give their talks, and I was feeling my feelings of fear and despair. Yeah. I had to revamp my talk a little bit, because we cannot overlook what is so present in our faces. And that's why I like to share this prayer. If that's okay with you, this prayer is the World Peace Prayer by Ernest Holmes. There is but one mind, which is the mind of God, in which all people live and move and have their being. There is a divine pattern for humanity, and within this pattern there is an infinite harmony and peace, cooperation, unity, and mutual helpfulness. I know that the mind of man and woman, being one with the mind of God, shall discover the method, the way, and the means best fitted to permit the flow of divine love between individuals and nations. This harmony, peace, cooperation, unity, and mutual helpfulness will be experienced by all. I know there shall be a free interchange of ideas, of cultures, of spiritual concepts, of ethics, of educational systems, and scientific discoveries. For all good belongs to all alike. I know that because the divine mind has created us all. We are bound together in one infinite and perfect unity. In bringing about world peace, I know that all people and all nations will remain individual but unified for the common purpose of promoting peace, happiness, harmony, and prosperity. I know that deep within every person, the divine pattern of perfect peace is already implanted. I now declare that in each person and in leaders of thought, everywhere this divine pattern moves into action and form, to the end that all nations and all people shall live together in peace, harmony, and prosperity forever. And so it is. This was more for me. So thank you. Yeah. I saw a tweet from Eckhart Tolle, or better, I saw a comment to that tweet. I don't even know what it was anymore. And the comment said, why are spiritual leaders not speaking to what's going on in this world? And I thought, but they do. They're speaking to it. We may just not understand it fully. And so it made me think, if they don't talk about it, it's wrong, and if they do talk about it, they're going to be criticized, right? It's terrible what's happening. I'm upset by it. However, I will still be talking about the importance to be kind to yourself and self-compassion, because I don't want to be upset or living in fear. And we have a choice, and we have the tools. There's so many reasons to be self-compassionate, especially right now, in these times of uncertainty and change. It is always good to explore and hear different perspectives. However, we're all a little leery when a word begins with self, right? Does it maybe mean it's self-serving or downright selfish? So I want to explore a bit the myths surrounding that self-compassionate idea. One of the myths says it's about lying to yourself or letting yourself off the hook. Well, for those of us that are on our spiritual journey, we are learning that we are whole, perfect, and complete exactly as we are. Right? Now, that is the spiritual truth of all beings. However, if we detect a human flaw in our thinking, perhaps, or we find that certain action of ours may cause reactions in others that are bringing unharmonious feelings, to say it mildly, yes, then what? Well, Desmond Tutu said it this way: my humanity is bound up in yours, for we can only be human together. Isn't that the truth? When our partners, children, friends are upset, we do feel it, don't we? We recognize this. And relationship is the most intimate connection of us humans. We love, we fight, we approve, we don't agree, we want, we deny, we hide, we tell, we point something out, we hope, we wish, we go back and forth until we have what we want. Or, if we don't get it, we are maybe regretful, resentful. Then we back up and we break up, and then we make up, and then we start all over again. Right? Now, how far do we take our needs and wants? How deeply are our beliefs tied up in that concept? Beliefs, they begin so simple. First, there is a situation. We get a feeling about it, or we start thinking logically what that may be. And so we create a perspective, an angle, and then we add an opinion or two, mix it all up, shake it well, and we insist then on that for as long as it takes to form a belief. Ta-da! Right? Could that be happening in us right now, anywhere in the world perhaps? So I say we are blessed to have found this teaching. We are blessed to be able and willing to take a closer look at our own belief system. By now, it is a strong belief system, right? And if we see that letting go of old beliefs would be a benefit to our relationships and therefore to our own life experiences, would we not find the strength to disassemble our old, not so true beliefs? Self-compassion is a tool to be kinder to ourselves, despite what is going on around us. It takes immense inner work and allowing our mind to expand and look at a situation from a different perspective. That's not letting oneself off the hook, is it? That's doing the work. Another myth is that self-compassion is about being weak or being lazy. What comes to mind here is that anytime something that I enjoyed ends or goes away, a study course, an event, or having even a lengthy trip, it's followed by a feeling of loss, right? An emptiness. Now what? Because of that awareness, I'm allowing the feelings of loss, sadness, regret, and all the different nuances of the now what to come up in me and let them have their way in me and through me. This way it moves quicker because I let them have that moment. And you know, it may look like I'm not doing much. Because the work is really an inner work. But I'm dealing with my feelings. Nothing of weakness or laziness in that. Self-compassion is the understanding of my needs in that moment. And if I need to sleep more or sit around a little longer, so be it. At least I can let this void be there and I don't have to fill it right away with something. Something is coming, eventually. Quicker than I want to sometimes. Another myth is that self-compassion is about pushing aside my difficult thoughts and feelings. I'm saying to myself, now I tell myself 5 positive feelings. Well, sure, tell your 100 positive things, and it's still not a good idea to push away these difficult thoughts and feelings, because they have a tendency to come back. They show up. Self-compassion is about acknowledgement and allowing, learning something new about myself. How exciting is that? And then we are being called upon to make amends. When we are self-compassionate, you know, we could feel guilt. It's possible. And we all know that guilt is a guide to point us in the direction for feeling a sense of remorse and therefore finding the way to making amends. Creating a path to saying I'm sorry. And finding a better way, expressing ourselves to be kinder, more agreeable, or at least understanding that there is a difference and allowing that. From that we gain an insight and strength to raise up, to accept personal responsibility for our behaviors, whereas the feelings of shame rob us of our strength and throw us into a puddle of victimhood. Right? Shame has a value. Don't get me wrong here. It's a valuable feeling. But shame is considered a negative evaluation of one's worth as a person. And therefore, it needs a total different set of tools. And tools are available that strengthen our self-worth and self-esteem, which deserves our attention, always. So shame, again, is a guide. But to speak about self-compassion, the Buddha says it best when he says, if your compassion does not include yourself, then it is incomplete. Beautiful. That is the kindest thing we can be doing for ourselves, to explore our heart and mind and live a life of the observer instead of reacting. Every feeling, every emotion is an experience and an invitation to include ourselves in compassion. Then we become more in tune with other experiences and be able to make a difference in each other's life. You know, perhaps we are made aware of some information, important information, when our partners in life point out to us what they are feeling. This is not only courageous, this is a self-compassionate act on their behalf. Let's not confuse sympathy with compassion. Sympathy is making the receiver feel less than whole, even though it is meant well, but it does not connect the hearts. The giver of sympathy stays away from the emotions and is pitying the poor sod that just had a terrible experience in their life. Almost like, I'm glad it's not me. Really? So here is a write-up from an unknown author. That person said, sympathy looks in and says, I'm sorry. Compassion does go in and says, I'm with you. Sympathy looks in and says, I would like to help. Compassion goes in and says, I'm here to help. Sympathy says, I wish I could carry your burden. And compassion says, cast your burden on me. Okay. Some more examples of compassionate statements is like, I can see how difficult this has been. I understand how hard this is for you. I can totally see why you would be upset. That must have hurt your feelings. Do you feel the connection? Do you see how compassion is not afraid of being connected with another? And so this month's affirmation is a beautiful one. I behold the Christ in myself and others. To move from the head to the heart by way of meditation is a sure way of going within. Listening to the news when Russia invaded Ukraine on Thursday morning, I felt the need to connect with my family in Germany and my friends. And they said the same thing, what I was thinking. It's a terrible thing and hopefully they resolve it soon. My friend Krista, a very spiritual person, pointed out to me that we can do something, and that is to send love and light around the world. Our thoughts are energy, and they are effective. And we as spiritual journeyers, we know that. And so I found on the internet, on a Unity website, something that really, really engaged me. Why go to the Christ within? Myrtle Fillmore perfectly captures our need and reason to cast the burden on the Christ. When you truly go to the Christ within yourself, instead of your own thoughts, you will receive whatever you need. And unless you heed this instruction, drop the unwise things you have been insisting upon and begin to think of God in you and about you as the total fullness of every good, you will seem to go through an eternity of confusion and lack and hungering. You must direct your prayers up, not up in the skies, but up into God consciousness. Then you will speedily dissolve the old error beliefs and their counterparts in the manifest world. Wow, there's so much information in that one. Cast the burden on the Christ. We are allowed to do that. Did you know that? Wow, you will receive whatever you need. It even comes with instructions. Drop the unwise things you have insisting upon and begin to think of God in you and about you as the total fullness of every good. It also tells us what will happen if we don't follow these instructions. Right? You will seem to go through an eternity of confusion and lack and hungering. Oh my God. And then it gives you an action step. You must direct your prayers up, not into the skies, but up into God consciousness. To me, that means we must meet the divine on our conscious level, on our awareness. That could mean only one thing. God's consciousness is love. And then we reap the benefits. Then you will speedily dissolve the old error beliefs and their counterparts in the manifest world. It doesn't take forever. Once we have that connection, speedily we dissolve our error thoughts, if we had any in the first place. Which means we are now changed. Yay! Perfect. And now I want to invite you to laugh with me. Are you ready for a laugh? I have a little joke here. Zen master goes to New York and goes up to a hot dog vendor and says to the hot dog vendor, "Give me one with everything." The hot dog vendor fixes the hot dog and passes it over, and the Zen master pays with a $20 bill, which the vendor took and put it in his cash register. Wait a minute, the Zen master says, "Where's my change?" "Well," the vendor says, "change must come from within." That's a good point. It's a laugh in this instant, but it's a good point. Change does not come from others, not even from books or programs, or what you hear me say here. They are just the helpers to point you into a direction of possible change. If we agree and want to do the work, then and only then change will happen. Right? Once we become aware of our ways and see that we could make some alterations, we are beginning and living Christ life. It does take strength to make changes, especially when we are in this teaching, because we cannot unsee what we have seen. We cannot unthink our thoughts that we have had, and we cannot hide from ourselves. This is what awareness does. So when change comes knocking, open the door and invite it in. Make it welcome here. I have another Zen story, a more thoughtful one. A hermit was meditating by the river. A man walks up to him and says, "Master, I wish to become your disciple." "Why?" the hermit says. The young man thought for a moment. "Because I want to find God." The master jumped up, grabbed the guy by the neck, threw him into the river and dunked him under and held him there for a minute and then released him while the guy gasped for air and spit out water. "Tell me," Master said to him, "what did you want most of all when you were underwater?" "Air," answered the man. "Very well," the master said, "go home And come back to me when you want God as much as you wanted air just now. How do we want God? How deep can we go? So in conclusion, I say, be kind to yourself. And in essence, we are kind to the world around us. The world needs us right now to be our Christ-like self. Many blessings. Namaste. Thank you.
I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. Just as I am. I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. Just as I am. And there is nothing that I need to say. There is nothing that I need to change. I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. Just as I am. I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. Just as I am. And there is nothing that I need to do. There is nothing that I need to prove. I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. Just as I am. I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. Just as I am.
I invite you to breathe and open yourself inwardly. Seek the deepest core of your soul and ask yourself, where in me can I more fully awaken to deeper compassion? Listen deeply and know the answer is right here. It may not come in words, but feelings, emotions. And so we plant the seed into this fertile soil of consciousness. That I am the peace. That I am strong. That I have faith. That I move forward in this life, ready and able to be kind to myself in all areas, in all situations, to take a breath and allow my feelings to guide me. I am made from God's stuff. I am whole. I am perfect. And I am complete.
There is nothing that I to change. I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. Just as I am. I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. Just as I am. There is nothing that I need to do. There is nothing that I need to prove. I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. Just as I am. I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. Just as I am.
Thank you, everybody. And so it is. Thank you.
My ESP is not working. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, why? Question that is never far away. Healing doesn't come from the X-ray. Spirit, please don't let this go in vain. You're all I have, all that remains. So here I am, what's left of me, where spirit meets my suffering. I'm alive, even though a part of me has died. You take my heart and breathe it back to life. Fall into your arms open wide. The hurt and the healer collide. Sometimes I feel it's all that I can do. A pain so deep that I can hardly move. Just keep my eyes completely fixed on you. God, take hold and pull me through. So here I am, what's left of me, where spirit meets my suffering. I'm alive, even though a part of me has died. You take my heart and breathe it back to life. I fall into your arms open wide. In the hurt and the healer collide. moment when humanity is overcome by honesty, when peace is ushered in for good, when all the scars are understood, when kindness takes its rightful place, and all these questions fade away. When out of the weakness we echo, and hear you say it's over now. I'm alive, even though a part of me has died. You take the sun and breathe it back to life. I fall into your arms open wide. The hurt and the healer, the Spirit come and break my fear. Wake my heart and take my tears. Find the that's even here. From the hurt and the healer, the Spirit come and break my fear. Awake my heart and take my tears. Find forgiveness even here. When the hurt and the healer collide. Spirit, come and break my fear. Awake my heart and take my tears. Find forgiveness even here.
Thank you, Anthony. What a beautiful song. And what a beautiful talk. Thank you, Reverend Monika. Wow, isn't she wonderful? Yes, we can feel our pain, and we can hold ourselves in love while we do it. And I loved what you said about when we're being compassionate, if we're not including ourselves, it's not complete. Wow. I know for myself, that self-compassion was a huge piece of the puzzle for me that allowed me to be the greater me that I could be. I had a lot of shame and guilt, and it stopped me from being the person I really wanted to be. And it wasn't until I forgave myself and held that myself in that love and compassion that I was able to hold other people in that same love and compassion. Thank you. I love Sunday mornings. And now it is our time for conscious giving. Together, using our time, talents, and treasures, we create this wonderful spiritual community that sustains and inspires us. Thank you for your love offering donation and being part of this heartfelt work, for we know this community is a blessing and that financial abundance is flowing our way. And just to give you an idea of some of those talents and treasures that are shared every week, this morning we had our tech crew working on setting up StreamYard. As you know, or as most of you probably know, certainly those online know, that there was no broadcast last week. We couldn't access the programs for some reason. And we found out that somehow it had been switched to a virtual private network, and they weren't able to access it. And thank goodness, Neil and Chad and Doug and Brenda and Ross on the phone from Victoria, together, all of them came together and got it working. They had to reprogram everything, set up reprogram the passwords and everything. But they managed to do it. So thank you, tech team. Working together, they made it happen. We are so blessed. And that's just one of the many blessings that we receive every week. The time, the talents, and the treasures that come from the people in this community. So bless you all. And so now we're going to sing our offering song, Give with an Open Heart. So please stand up, get in the spirit, And then afterwards, Cecil will come and bless our offerings.
I'm gonna give with an open heart. I'm gonna give with an open heart. I'm grateful for this moment. I'm grateful for my life. And I trust that a higher power will always be there to provide. That's why I give with an open heart. That's why I give with an open heart. Well, I place my faith in the Spirit, and I welcome each and every day. When I let go of all my troubles and worries, a new abundance always comes my way. And that's why I give with an open heart. That's why I give with an open heart. I'm gonna give with an open heart. Yeah, I'm gonna give with an open heart.
Oh, well, I better get online. Good morning, one and all. Please join with me as we add our blessing to this fantastic start of our day. Divine love, as me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I am, and all that I receive. Thank you all.
Yes, thank you all. And now let us bless the children in our lives, the children of the world, and of course our very own inner child. We love you, we bless you, and we appreciate you just the way we are. Yes, indeed. And now let us take a quiet moment. Oh, Tina's pointing over the prayer box. We've said we created a separate table for the prayer box. So in the morning when you come in, there'll be that separate table there. You can come and write your prayer requests on the little sheets that are at the back there and plop them in the box, and then we bring them up to the front here. And hold them in prayer for 30 days. So let's just take a moment now. If there's anyone that you can think of that could use a little love, a little light, a little hope, just hold them in mind and just imagine the names going into the prayer box. Spirit will get the message, and it will be there. And hold them in that light and that love, that Christ consciousness within that Reverend Monika spoke of. And know that Spirit is with them as well, supporting them, holding them. You can also submit your prayers online at prayer@unityofcalgary.org or just unityofcalgary.org. Or you can call in to the prayer hotline at Silent Unity, 1-800-NOW-PRAY. And know that each month we also hold other Unity communities in Canada. And this month, it's Unity Ministry in Motion, Reverend Pat Ball's ministry, and Unity of Edmonton. We see them having the love and support they need to continue cultivating the unity consciousness and bringing the message of unity across our country. And now let's join in affirming the prayer of protection out loud together, knowing that all those people you put into the prayer box are part of this prayer as well. So please join with me. The light that is God surrounds me. I am the light. The love that is God enfolds me. I am the love. The power that is God protects me. I am the power. The presence that is God watches over me. I am the presence. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. And so it is. Amen. And now some more beautiful music from Anthony Burbridge and the Unity Band.
And everybody's welcome to stand and sing along. I am a light, I am a light, I am a light in this world. I am a light, I am a light, I am a light in this world. And I shine, and I shine, and I shine, and I shine so bright. And I shine, yes I shine, oh I shine so bright. You are a light, you are a light, you are a light in this world. You are a light, you are a light, you are a light in this world. And you shine, yes you shine, oh you shine so bright. Yes you shine, oh you shine, oh you shine so bright. We are a light, we are a light, we are a light in this world. We are a light, we are a light, we are a light in this world. And we shine, and we shine, and we shine so bright. And we shine, yes we shine, oh we shine so bright. Oh we shine, yes we shine, oh we shine so bright. Yes we shine, oh we shine, oh we shine so bright. We shine, we shine, we shine, we shine, we shine, we shine.
Ah, yes you do. You shine so bright. So now let's please make a big circle around the outside of the room and we'll sing our closing song, Let There Be Peace.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. God as creator, family harmony. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally.